I'm Jamie Costello. We continue this special live report. We want to take you to Annapolis right now about the two packages that were sent to two state government buildings 20 miles apart. Greg Shipley with the Maryland State Police now up at the podium. Let's listen in.
Obviously, he called emergency officials right away, and multiple agencies have responded here, to include the State Fire Marshal's Office, the Annapolis Fire Department, Anne Arundel County Fire Department, the Maryland Capitol Police, and other agencies, including the Maryland State Police. The package was contained, the mailroom quarantined. The State Fire Marshal's Office used its robot to go into the room and to examine the package further, render it safe, and the investigation here is continuing. Employees went back into the building, were allowed to go back into the building here before 3 o'clock today. Now, about 20 minutes after this incident occurred, about 12:45 at the Maryland Department of Transportation headquarters in Hanover, Maryland, near BWI Airport, there was a state employee from the Department of Transportation going through mail in an answer room near the office of the Secretary of the Maryland Department of Transportation. A similar package was examined by that mailroom employee. That employee opened the package, and a similar reaction occurred: a flash of fire, smoke, and some smell. The employee immediately dropped the package, and emergency officials responded to that location. The headquarters was evacuated. About 250 people were evacuated from DOT headquarters. The Fire Marshal's Office, Anne Arundel County Fire, BWI Fire responded to the scene. That package was rendered safe. Again, the employee complained of singed fingers, and we have several employees from that general area who I am told were transported to the hospital as a precaution, not due to any kind of serious injury that was inflicted as a result of any kind of explosion that occurred. So both investigations are continuing. It's very early in the investigation. We are working, the Maryland State Police, the Maryland State Fire Marshal's Office, are working in coordination with allied law enforcement, also our partners in the FBI, the Joint Terrorism Task Force, on this investigation as it continues. So there are a lot of questions yet to be answered.
Greg, do we call this a mail bomb? Do we call this an incendiary device? I mean, technically, was there an explosion? How should we be bracing?
When both packages were opened, there was a reaction that caused a flash of fire, a brief flash of fire, smoke, and a smell. This is not to be compared with a significant explosion that you think of when you say that word, and I want to stress that. There was no property damage, and there was obviously no serious physical harm inflicted on these employees as a result of this reaction. So I'll let Commander Waldner speak to that in a second. Maybe he can describe it better.
Any indication of why this didn't work? Analysis of the material that was in there. Did you get a chance to look at any of it?
The Fire Marshal's Office is reporting no explosive material that's been found at this point. No explosive material has been found. But again, it's very early in the investigation. Both these packages will be going to our Forensic Sciences Division for examination.
So have you found any other packages similar to this anywhere else in any other mailrooms?
Not at this time, and let me address that. Governor O'Malley and his staff sent word immediately to all state offices to quarantine their mailrooms in their buildings. That was done immediately after these incidents were learned of, and so those mailrooms have been quarantined, and investigators will be communicating information about the description of these packages to those other offices, and we'll be going through that mail meticulously to make sure there aren't any other packages that may have been sent to other state offices, but as of this time we have none.
So the packages are the same, basically the same?
Similar description. I have not personally seen a picture of the second package, but it was described as receiving a book, as about the size of receiving a book in the mail, which is similar to this.
Where was that from? The second package was addressed to who?
It was addressed to the Maryland Department of Transportation. I'm not certain at this moment who specifically.
The first one to the governor?
Yeah.
Is it apparent to you that the mail came to the building through the U.S. Postal Service, or did it come through the delivery system?
It appears that it has come through the U.S. Postal Service. Again, it appears to be U.S. stamps on this, holiday stamps, and we have notified the postal inspector. They are involved in this continuing investigation.
What date is it postmarked? When might it have?
I'm sorry?
Are there any evacuations of these buildings or other state facilities?
I mentioned that earlier. There was an evacuation of both buildings. This building, about 50 employees. The Maryland Department of Transportation building, about 250 employees. Employees were allowed back into this building shortly before 3. They have not gone back into DOT headquarters as of this time.
But any threats or calls since sent them? Sorry.
Any indication of who sent them, where these devices came from?
I have no information on that right now.
Is there any information on either package in terms of what area that they were sent from or through?
All I can give you right now is this photo. What we have here, I don't have the details to that extent.
Did the packages just get there today? Do you have any sense of when they?
All right, we're going to go right back. We're going to stay with this picture, but we have just received word there has been another suspicious package found at 201 West Preston Street. That is at another state office. We don't know if these are all connected again, but again, we're sending a reporter right now to 201 West Preston Street downtown, and we'll stay on top of this story. Now let's go back to Shipley.
This is where this office opens mail addressed to the governor. Yes, it comes here.
Does it appear to be connected? The two packages?
We certainly have indications that they are connected at this point. You would think that, but again, that's up to investigators to determine as this proceeds.
It was a very minor explosion. I mean, that entire, package is entirely intact.
It is, and so I hope that's an important point to convey.
There were reports that there was a sulfuric odor. Can you confirm that odor was detected?
Yes, it was.
And is this similar to any other situations that you've encountered or law enforcement, investigating some of these envelopes that have been sent to various areas in terms of the reaction that was received once, I guess it was over?